Biden doing this? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So savage.
What's up, everybody? It's Adrian and Dom, and today we're talking some of the current landscape that has been taking the world by storm.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, Adrian is from Spain. I'm from the US. So Adrian's kind of overseeing this all from the other side of the world right now. But it's still going to affect people from all over the world, we feel.
Head over to that table with a number of executive actions already laid out on the table in the presidential seal. Mary, Bruce, do we have an understanding of exactly what it is he's signing right here?
We don't have a full list right now, but we do know that this is going to be a tremendous effort for him to show straight out the gate just how aggressive he is being, as he has been touting all day.
He's so aggressive.
A wide range of executive orders, ranging from rescinding
He's about to lay that hammer with these pens.
To designating cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Hey, Mary, let's listen.
Bro, all of these orders that he's signing are so crazy, right? To many people, like, what? No more DEI hires? What? There's only 2 genders? What? It's like
he's changing the whole landscape
there
just
you
from
go.
these signatures.
Donald Trump there, President Trump now trying effectively to undo as much as he can of Joe Biden's agenda.
I heard there were
as much as he can.
basically everything that Biden has done. He's trying to undo all of it. And I think he's signed over 200 executive orders, like, within the first day.
And
today.
This is from yesterday, right? Most of this.
Yeah.
So
But he's even more.
on his first day. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have like a whole pile of those folders right there to sign. you know, over the next few days. But damn.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So savage.
Yeah.
The next item, as you announced in your speech, is
Bro.
a requirement that federal
He's such a
workers
trash
return
talker,
to
man.
full-time
Like, he can't stop shitting on his opponents.
I mean, that's what happens when you have 4 years of degeneracy, you know?
Yeah, of course. People are so tired of this bullshit.
Yeah. People are speaking up.
Of course, so the moment the voice of reason shows up,
Next, we have a directive
of course,
to
people
every
are going to be
department
like,
and
you know,
agency in the federal
celebrating and
government
stuff.
to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly.
Oh yeah, cost of living. Maybe I can finally afford a home. Who knows? We'll see.
If you compare it to like 20 years ago, it's crazy how much has changed. And you see it in the food price, in everything.
Groceries.
Yeah.
The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
Oh,
yeah. It's crazy.
Let's go.
That's going to bring a lot more money back into the US.
But wait, why would he do that? Isn't climate change real?
Well, technically it's real, Adrian, but because the temperature is rising.
We're going to save
Okay.
over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty.
Damn.
I mean, I feel like what he's doing is
And
he's
the
doing
next
his best
item,
to
sir, is a
relocate the
letter that
money
will be transmitted to the United Nations
in the country.
explaining that we are withdrawing
Pretty
from
much.
the Paris
Isn't it crazy that people went like... you've seen that video where the Dems are not clapping during his presentation speech and stuff? When he's saying America first, you know, and everybody's clapping and they're not clapping. Like, how is it so crazy to someone
Thank you, sir.
to not put,
This next item
like,
is
sorry, to
directed
put
the
your
federal
own people
government,
first?
ordering the restoration of
That's what I'm
freedom of
wondering.
speech.
It's a no-brainer, right? But to them, it's somehow like crazy. Like it's so crazy. How can you be like that? Like what? Our own people are suffering, and we're looking somewhere else. Like for, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen.
Oh, that's
Laying down
interesting.
a hammer.
Damn.
You see how many different nationalities and races there are for Trump?
Oh yeah.
It's not just like white people, as everyone says.
Thank you
It's
very
like
much.
Yeah.
Asians,
Appreciate it.
Hispanics, black people. It's like we're all sick and tired of it.
Dismay at the Mexico border.
Illegal immigrants.
But see,
Well, gotta go back home.
yeah,
We
but
gotta help our people.
But this seems unsensitive of you to say, you know, like these poor people. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, why are they not allowed in the country? Oh, because they don't have papers. They don't have, you know, the legal thing.
Documents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that makes sense, right? Because in order to get into a country, you have to do it the legal way. So,
Yeah.
why are people kind of like appealing to this, I don't know, sensational type of
They're trying to change the minds of the people that like Trump is so wrong for doing this. Look at her.
yeah, because I've
She's
seen
in
that.
pain.
You see that
It's like, dude,
AOC
Yeah.
girl, like she's like,
Seeking asylum is a legal. It's a right. It's a human right.
and that guy was like, you know, stone
I
cold
think other
Chad.
countries would do this, you know?
Yeah, of course not.
Like I heard in Thailand, you get either shot or like 6 months in jail or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but
Yeah.
they don't let that slide.
Well, you see, it's
And-
only Western countries that do this, that allow stuff like this. It's almost like inviting you, you know, to
Yeah.
for their self-destruction. What do you mean, Adrian? That immigrants destroy the countries in the West? I'm not saying that. I'm saying illegal immigrants, which most of we know that are not necessarily a 40-year-old mom with 5 kids seeking refuge or whatever, right? It's most likely military-aged males like you and I could be
Yeah.
if we looked for trouble and I don't know, like crime and all of that stuff spikes, right? Because when you create your own system for your own country to benefit the residents of your own home, your own country, right? And then people from outside keep storming in, it erodes those benefits you've created for your people because now it's being scattered across all of these people here. So what you thought for 10 people in here, now you have to share with 100 people, which is something that it wasn't designed for.
Exactly. It's we only have enough resources to feed everyone at home. Like there's still homeless, there's still veterans homeless, a lot of disabled people. They can't get benefits because everything's being, you know, sent off to these migrants and they're housed in like luxury hotels and they get like TVs and nice beds, but our homeless people get nothing. And it's just so backwards.
Look at this guy. Compassion, follow the law. This is not
Yeah.
the way. Now, stuff like
Got
this.
in the legal way.
Yeah, but stuff like this is going to be labeled as racist or whatever phobic you want to put at the end of. And
Yeah.
it's no different really than what it is like in other countries that are actually thriving. Because they have this degree of, look, you can't just be like infinitely compassionate or blindly compassionate, I would say, even though this, look, there's no right way to put this. Sometimes you have to define certain boundaries, right? Which is why borders are important for this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, he signed the executive order to end the multi-gender thing.
Ordering the federal government to officially recognize two sexes, male and female.
And we don't fall into these binaries. It's violence towards our community.
The assignment based on what someone was born with, either eggs or sperm. This removes language from gender checkboxes like identifies as male or prefer not to specify.
Of course, we're worried that we'll see more violence in our schools, our workplaces.
LGBTQ advocates fear this order could have consequences and that transgender and non-binary people will be subject to discrimination.
Something that worries us is that people will be scared back into the closet, forced back into the closet.
However, some conservatives argue this is not an active transphobic practice.
Forced back into the closet.
That people will be scared back into the closet, forced back into the closet.
However, some conservatives
forced back into the closet. What a way to describe that.
This is not an active transphobic practice, but a move to streamline government processes.
With the transgender issue and him only recognizing two sexes, it really just makes it a more simplistic format for the U.S. government.
This executive order fulfills a campaign promise early in Trump's administration.
It's totally not going to affect any of their rights, and I think it just ensures that people are equally protected, that one side is not given a minority's chip where they are able to play a lot of cards that a majority of the population would not be able to play.
Under the order, federal taxpayer money cannot be used to fund transition services. There have been some federal prisoners who have had gender-affirming surgery and or hormone therapy paid for with federal funds.
And I just think that the reallocation of this money is just a responsible way of the United States moving forward.
So far, it does not seem that the order issues a national mandate on which bathrooms transgender or non-binary people can use, or if they can compete in certain sports competitions.
That's true.
I'm Sarah Robinson in the newsroom for Arizona's Family. Jared?
Bro, I'm so tired of the nonsense with these labels and these words like gender-affirming surgery. The fuck is that even supposed to mean?
I don't get
what
it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I was born in the wrong body. Shut the fuck up. You chose this body when you came here. Like you knew what you were signing up for. Don't act like surprised or like, yeah, this is not what I chose. Bro, what are you? A guy or a girl?
Sometimes I feel like a guy. Sometimes I feel like a girl. Like, then you're... Ask your mom. Ask your dad. Ask your grandma, your grandpa. Ask your elders about any of this. See what they think. What?
I mean...
You're crazy. They will simply say, you're crazy.
We're seeing this all over the workplace, too. Like, the places that we've worked, we're not going to say any names, but... We've personally just have seen this happen, the whole DEI thing and gender
this is
stuff.
Everywhere. You're very likely to see it at work, in
You're getting
office,
run into it.
At work, at the restaurant, at work, at the shop, at the store, anywhere. There will always be someone that is very polarizing in terms of this type of opposing views, right? Like, oh, you're one of those, and they try to categorize you instantly. They try to put you in a box somehow. And you look at them with this, I don't know. Like, have you seen yourself,
weird,
bro? Like,
strange view, I guess.
Oh, so you're racist. What do you think of the war and they specify a zone in the world, because there's always wars everywhere. What about the kids in this country and that country? What about them?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do about that? Right? Shouldn't we send weapons to that country? Like weapons? For I don't know to which degree people are aware of the deals that are being made right under the table, under the desk.
Yeah.
Right under our noses. but we're so distracted by the flashy news and these sensational, emotionally charged reports that are like, man has been stabbed in whatever street, woman has been killed in this circumstance. It's always bad. It's always bad. There's never a good news. So,
yep. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about more topics in the next one, but we just wanted to cover some of these points. But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. And yeah, leave any comments below if you'd like us to react to more stuff. See you guys in the next one.
See you guys.